Welcome to Eagle Insights. Stan Stevens, Coach Marcus Gorman. Coach, the Bunker Lady Eagles did not play their best ball on Thursday night, but you know what? They persevered. They came out, could not hit that three ball that they're so patented for, but nonetheless, Coach, a good team knows how to battle back and use their other resources like free throw shooting down the stretch, but also just a good play inside by the team in the third and fourth quarter really got you back in the game to where you could come out victorious. It was a big win.
It was, and every win at this time of the year is a big win, no matter who you're playing. But, we started off not being able to make shots, turn the ball over just uncharacteristically for the first couple quarters there. Definitely did not look like ourselves, but we stayed with it. We didn't freak out, stuck to the plan, and persevered a little bit and came out on top.
Got a couple of fouls early in the game. Jesslyn Damuth and Haley Turnbow each had a couple of fouls in that first quarter, Coach. That has to change your philosophy of coaching, doesn't it?
Yeah, especially, Haley being one of our leading scorers. That put us in a bad position. Picked up a dumb one after not boxing out, and then didn't get back on defense or didn't stop ball. And she ended up with her second there early, which hurt us. And then, I think Bella ended up with one as well, and then Jesslyn had hers. And, when you don't do what you're supposed to do, we don't get the ball stopped, you end up in a bad position. You don't box out, you end up in a bad position. And that's what happened. Our bench played great. We just adapted, maybe had to be less aggressive than we wanted to be till halftime, just so we could get to half and then turn up the pressure to start halftime, where make sure no one had 3 fouls going into it. And that's what kind of worked for us there in the second half, is we were able to not worry about fouls, just get after it, and got the game in our favor again.
Kinsey finished with 28 points, but not 1 3 in that, Coach, and that is so unusual for her. And you only had 4 threes in the game. When that happens, when the girls are off or they can't find the range and you have to change your style, they seem to do that pretty seamlessly in that third and fourth quarter to know we're still in the game, we're just a couple of shots away. Does that help the girls with their confidence?
Yes, you got to get easy ones to go, so whether it's layups or just get out in transition or get, whatever it is. But you're right. We had to abandon the three-pointer. We were 4 for 25 on the night, so 16%. That went out the wayside early, and it's like, hey, let's get some easy ones. Let's move the ball. We ended up putting Kinsey on the baseline, cutting her through there, which opened up a lot on our offensive end, whether she would catch it and score or get it to the low post or the middle of the floor and dump it off to Turbo down there, our opposite big, and just found some ways to make some easy buckets there, because it definitely wasn't coming from the three-point line.
No, and really, she did a great job of dishing that ball off. I know Kara Barton had 2 easy opportunities when she dished it off to her, and then Kira Turnbow, she was down there. They took 3 girls, went after Kinsey, and all she had to do was just do a bounce pass, and there was no one near her when she laid it in. And I was thinking that's a little bit odd late in the game when you're fighting, keeping the Bunker Eagles from taking the lead. They're kind of just leaving that low post open, weren't they?
Yeah, they were, but, that's a credit to Kinsey. She draws a lot of attention from everybody. Whenever she has the ball, there's 5 girls looking at her almost always, and we just knew if we could get her, they were just staying with her whenever she dribbled up the floor. So if we could get her off the point onto the wing and then cut through the high post, it would mess their matchups up. She caught it in the high post the time you're talking about, and 3 girls ran at her, and it left Turnbow there just wide open on the blocks. Definitely, credit to Kinsey for drawing that attention and being able to make that play. It was just something she does well, that she's done all year for us.
Clutch free throw shooting in that fourth quarter. Damuth, Kinsey got a free throw in there, just one, but Kara Barton. But Haley Turnbow with 4 in a row and really sealed the game, making it a 2-possession game, Coach. That was huge.
Absolutely. I think at this time of year, you really rely on your seniors. Your seniors don't want to lose. Credit to Haley's 4 huge free throws just to give us a little bit of a cushion. We ended up 6 at one point. It kept it there, after it went down and scored. We got a rebound, fouled again. Haley made 2 more. So definitely, kept it a 2-possession game instead of 1, solely due to her free throw shooting, which was awesome.
Tonight, the Lady Cats of Delta, you're going to face a team, and these girls like to run up and down the floor. I'm telling you, I had a chance to watch some of that game. They're very impressive when they move the ball. They like that fast break. They like that transition game. Coach, they really like to pick the pace up, don't they?
They're as fast as any team in the state, Class 1 through 6. That ball goes in, they're baseball passing it down the floor. If they get a rebound, they're taking it up the floor. You're going to have to be great in transition for our defense. got to get the ball stopped, got to take care of the basket. The best way to stop transition offense is to score when you're on offense. So, if every time we score, they have to go backwards with the ball instead of forwards with it. So, if we make a few shots, that'll go a long way to help them slow down their offense. But you're absolutely right. They bring it at you as fast as anybody.
And you have the size advantage down low with both Kara and Kira. And I really think that the Bunker Lady Eagles can use that low post and take that low game to Delta. You could have some success, Coach.
We're going to have to. We're going to have to find a way to penetrate their zone, get to that free throw line or maybe a little deeper and dump it off to our big, get it in dead and hit a cutter running down there. And then our other advantage, like you said, with our size is we're going to have to find a way to get some offensive rebounds, But you're kind of in a weird thing is we got to get back on defense, but we also need to go rebound due to our size. My big girls, if they don't get it, they got to sprint back, but we're hoping to get a few second chance points there, a few easy buckets for us. On the board, that's definitely our advantage. Theirs is their speed, ours is our size, so hopefully we can use our size to help us out.
Two excellent teams going against each other in a championship, Coach. I don't think you could ask for more, and I wish you the very best of luck tonight in the District 1 championship for Class 1. Good luck, Coach.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
We appreciate you, too. Stay tuned. It is Lady Eagle basketball next on KSMO Media.
Embracing the philosophy that all students can learn, we at Bunker R3 accept as our mission the task of educating our students to their fullest potential. Our pre-K through 12 campus provides them with a positive, stimulating atmosphere where they can develop intellectual curiosity through a free exchange of ideas. Graduates shall possess such qualities as self-esteem, pride, proper social behaviors, responsibility, and mature work ethics. Furthermore, we believe that developing young adults to be prepared to assume their roles in a democratic society can best be accomplished through the cooperative efforts of all personnel, parents, and our outstanding community. Bunker R3, home of the Eagles, and providing the educational foundation futures are built upon.
Welcome to this KSMO media broadcast of Bunker Eagle Sports. Tonight's game is brought to you by the City of Bunker, Canoke, Missouri, LLC, RNS Wood Products, Anytime Excavation, Healing Hands Chiropractic and Acupuncture, Reynolds County Abstract, People's Community Bank, Woods Dairyette, 72 Auto and Supply, Farm Bureau Insurance, Willie Strader Agent, and La Fayeta Mexican Restaurant. Thanks to these fine sponsors, we're able to bring you Bunker Eagle Sports right here on KSMO Media.
We welcome you to basically Sikeston, Missouri, just outside of Sikeston, Missouri, for this district championship game in District 1, Class 1 for the Lady Eagles as they take on the Delta Lady Cats. This should be a dandy matchup. I'm telling you, if you want to see up and down basketball, this one has all the has all the settings for one. Hopefully it'll happen that way. We're at the Ronnie Cooksey Gymnasium here at Scott County Central. Kind of a semi-hometown crowd for Delta here, though a number of Bunker people have made the trip over, the 2.5-hour trip from Bunker. However, Delta is just about 25 minutes away, so not too bad for them to get here, and they have come out in droves to support their Lady Cats. But again, a nice contingent of Bunker people on hand as well tonight. The Bunker Eagles will be the visiting team tonight, as Delta was the number 1 seed going into it. They got the bye in the first game, so they're coming in with just one contest in this tournament. Bunker had to win 2 to get here, and they have done just that to come on and take on this very, very good Lady Cat team who are coming into the game 23-4. Bunker comes in with a 24-3 record, so we expect pretty much fireworks in this one. Well, first off, I do want to thank our sponsors, our title sponsor for the Bunker games, GNS Convenience and GNS Farm and Feed. Also, the City of Bunker, Canoke out of Salem, Anytime Excavation, Healing Hands Chiropractic and Acupuncture, Reynolds County Abstract, RNS Wood Products, People's Community Bank, Woods Dairyette, 72 Auto Supply, Farm Bureau Insurance, Willie Strader agent, and La Feta Mexican Restaurant. Also want to thank our friends at Misha, allowing us to be here on Misha and Huddle. We're proud to bring you Misha.tv. We've been using that for the boys' games and our first girls' game as well. Your exclusive home for live and on-demand coverage of Misha postseason action. Every thrilling moment, every championship game, every unforgettable play. Streamed live and only on Misha.tv. So watch anytime, anywhere on the web, on the mobile device, or across your favorite streaming platform. You can watch Huddle and Misha.tv. Don't miss a second of the action. Head to Misha.tv and tune in the excitement. We'll be having our next video game tomorrow on Misha.tv as the boys will take on Couch in the championship game for that Class 1 District 3. We're going to take a 90-second break and come back after the national anthem with the play-by-play. Bunker and Delta. It should be a dandy when we return in 90 seconds. It is Bunker Eagle basketball on KSMO Media.
Come on down to 72 Auto Supply, your local CarQuest dealer right here in Bunker. We've got everything you need from high-quality auto parts to livestock feed, rugged heavy-duty equipment supplies, and tools to keep your operation moving. As a CarQuest location, we're bringing the largest distribution network in the industry to serve Bunker. Locally owned, community-driven, 72 Auto and Supply in Bunker is here for you.
When you need excavation or concrete work done, there's only one name to call: Anytime Excavation. Whether it's clearing land, digging foundations, or creating solid concrete surfaces, Anytime Excavation gets the job done right. On time, every time. We're committed to delivering quality work that stands the test of time. Call Anytime Excavation today at 573-247-9173. No matter the projects, we'll dig in and make it happen. Anytime Excavation.
From our yard into your home. At Canoak, Missouri in Salem, we specialize in superior kiln-dried lumber and hardwood flooring built to last. Choose from red oak, white oak, and hickory. Ask about grade lumber and special orders for straight line ripping and custom widths. Visit us at 435 County Road 6430 or call 573-729-3310. Canoak, Missouri. High-end quality wood, locally made.
Welcome back to Sykeston, Missouri. It is going to be championship basketball. It started for the Bunker Lady Eagles, being brought to you by Willie Strader Farm Bureau Insurance. And they are going to feature Bella Sanders, Kinsey Barton, Kara Barton, Haley Turnbow, and Kira Turnbow. They are in their black uniforms with the green trim and the green numbers outlined in white. The Bearcats will be in their home white uniforms with the blue trim. And their starters will be Raylyn Nanny, Gracie Ansel, Cadence Hopkins, also on the starting lineup for them. As the tip comes down, it's taken by Barton from Barton. Barton from Barton. They start there. Kinsey has it, goes to Sanders. Beyond three, down low. That ball thrown away and picked off by the Bearcats. It's stolen right back by Kinsey Barton. Up and in, plays it, missed that shot. Ball fought for and brought down underneath by Hopkins. Hopkins quickly down the other way, driving down and putting a shot up, missing that shot. Capturing the rebound, though, was McDonough, and a foul called underneath. Shot was missed by Raylyn Nanny. Pass comes in, that shot misses. Brought down by Turnbow on the inbound. Turnbow brings it up. Takes the time. Goes in the corner, and a foul's going to be called on Nanny, pushing down the Bunker player, Kinsey. Turnbow fires it in. The ball tipped and stolen away. And it was almost stolen right back. Turnovers are going to be big in this game. You can tell. Ball goes into the corner, thrown away, intended for Ray Lynn Nanning. No score yet in this one. Almost a minute in. The pass comes out to Sanders, over to Kinsey. Kinsey Barton gets to the timeline. Being followed there by Lily McDonough. Over to Bella Sanders. Goes back to Kinsey. Got it all over her, but Kinsey gets it back. Drives down, takes it to the hole. Back to Sanders. Sanders back down low to Barton. Trying to kick it out. Does. That ball stolen away again. Trying it down, trying to take it to the hole, putting it up, and in is Lily McDonough. Full court pressure by the Lady Cats. Eagles break it. Here comes Turnbow the other way, and Turnbow is going to be called for a walk, or there's going to be a foul call. There's going to be a foul call on number 33, Lillian Benoit. Pass goes to the corner. Turnbow from there misses. Ball comes out into the corner and taken under control by Benoit. Bringing it down in the corner. On top, waiting for it there is Hopkins. Ball goes down low, trying to drive in against Bunker. The shot is too hard. Let down by Turnbow on the backside. On the effort made there by Gracie Ansel. Shot missed all the way across. Here comes Sanders. 2-0 for Delta. Down low, Bunker puts it up and in on the inside pass to Turnbow. Nicely done as Kinsey started to drive it, has flipped it down. Ball loose on the floor, taken, and a foul's going to be called on Bunker. I believe on Turnbow. Haley Turnbow with her first. Inbound pass comes to Hopkins. Trying to drive in his Ansel. Gets it down low. Shot up. It won't go. And captured underneath the basket by the Bunker Eagles. Turnbow. Haley Turnbow across the floor to Sanders. Struggles with it. Gets it back. Turns, spins. Trying to go down in the corner. Does. To Kira Turnbow. Out it goes to Haley. Haley taking it down. Flipping it underneath. Putting a shot up. And in is Kira Barton. 4-2 Bunker. With the ball right now, it's Nanny. Nanny beyond three. On top it goes to McDonough. All the way across to Benoit. Back across to Hopkins. Shooting on the perimeter. Trying to take it down. Flipping it up. And in with a nice dish was Lily McDonough. Ties it at 4. And Kinsey Barton the other way. Flipping it down. Intended for Turnbow. She wasn't ready for it. Now the ball is on the floor. Tied up as that arrow should favor the Lady Cats. Three turnovers for each team. That one actually hit Bunker 4 as they lose possession of it. That ball was flipped up to Kira Turnbow. She was turned the wrong way. Ball went right by her. Jesslyn Damith will check in. The inbound comes over in the corner. Waiting for it there is Welker. They'll make full substitutions almost here for the Lady Cats. Welker has it. Bounce pass. Taking a long three and missing that one. Ball tipped and brought down by Kinsey Barton the other way. That one was taken by Trina Crowd. The shot missed there by the Bunker Lady Eagles. They're coming in and going off her shin. Kara Barton couldn't get that rebound. 4-4 our score. 4:38 to go. We are in this first quarter. Trina Crowd will flip it in. Half-court defense for Bunker. Bringing it up, Lily McDonough. She's got all 4 of the Lady Cat points. Pass comes all the way across to Crowden. Crowden in the corner, waiting for it there, putting up the quick three and missing that one. Ball goes over the head and trying to capture that one is Danny. Gets it down, pushes it back out. Almost goes to half court, but Welker brings it back in. Welker all the way across to McDonough. Lily goes trying to get that pass inside. Stolen away by the Lady Eagles. Their third steal. Here comes Kinsey all the way down, puts a shot up. She draws the foul, and she'll shoot 2. 4-4 our score. First foul on McDonough. As Kinsey Barton will shoot 2. All the Bunker Eagles drop back. Nobody on the line but Lady Cats. Turnbow back in the game. Next one by Kinsey. Misses. Comes down on the floor in the hands of the Lady Cat player. Gracie Ansel giving it off to McDonough. Top of the key. McDonough trying to drive in. Kicks it back on top of the crowd. Pass inside. Jump shot up. Partially blocked there by Kinsey as they got it inside to Ansel, and her shot was blocked. Pass goes in the corner. Damus giving it back to Kinsey Barton. Baseline, trying to fire it across. Does. To Kara Barton. That shot won't go. But back up by Kinsey. She's fouled. She'll shoot two. Foul's going to be called on that is good. Barton has another one coming, and this one is good. She's 3 out of 4 in the night. Pass coming in, handing that ball off to Nanny. Now pass over across the fence to Hopkins, back to Nanny. Giving the ball on the outside, the three-point line. Back to Hopkins. They go in the corner. Benoit trying to get it inside. Here's McDonough's jumper's too short. Taken there by the Lady Eagle. Here's Kinsey Barton up the middle of the floor. Driving down, lays it up, missed it too hard. Captured on the backside. Benoit back the other way. Here's McDonough driving down, kicks it right side. Shot off the glass and no good. Brought down by Bunker. Nice job by Barton inside. Quickly Kinsey down, trying to get that ball inside on a bounce pass, but stolen away. Another turnover by the Lady Eagles. Quickly down the other way, that shot missing and brought down underneath. And a foul's going to be called on Bunker as Lily McDonough had that ball, and then a foul's called. Knocked that ball away. It's going to be on Jesslyn Damon. 2:45 to go. We're in the first quarter. 7-4 Bunker. Four steals of the 5 Bunker turnovers. 7-4. The officials are talking to the scorer at the scorer's table. I'd like to thank our great sponsors making it possible for us to bring you Bunker Eagle basketball, like City of Bunker. Also, Love Shape Mexican Restaurant. Can Oak out of Salem. Also, Farm Bureau Insurance out of Salem, Billy Street, your agent. 72 Auto and Supply, as well as RNS Wood Products. We're trying to figure it out. I think they've got the wrong number on a foul. Now we're waiting to see. Officials are looking at the book. 4 fouls on Delta, 3 on Bunker. Officials are not giving the signal very well. I can tell you that may be the problem, because I think the scorer's table was kind of guessing as to the number that they were calling. So that's my best speculation. They're trying to figure it out. They're still trying to figure it out. One has the foul. All right. The inbounder goes on outside to Hopkins. Around the perimeter it goes, trying to dance in. The jump shot's up and good by Raylan Nanny. 2:35 to go. Full court pressure by the Cats. That quickly Bunker beats it. Goes down the corner. Here's Damon. Taking it back on top to Kinsey Barton. Going right side to Kara Barton for the 3. It's offline. No good. Taken underneath by Benoit. Quickly the other way. The ball tipped out of bounds. Intended pass from McDonough. And Barton got over and knocked it out of bounds. Coming in will be Standers. She'll check in. And Damon will come on out. 2:20 to go first quarter. 1-point ball game. 7-6. Both teams have done their homework on each other. There's no doubt about that. McDonough at the top of the key. Moves left. Kicks it back to Hopkins. Down the corner, Benoit for the three. It's offline, no good. Kinsey with another rebound. Drives down, gets to the timeline, gets past McDonough. Holds up, fires that ball across all the way over to Turnbow. Back inside it goes to Kara Barton from 6 feet. The shot is good. Quickly down the other way, and they beat the press. Quickly the shot comes up, and Barton's going to get a foul as Nanny was fouled by Kinsey Barton. Bunker just a bit slow getting back. And for Kinsey, that'll be her first foul. Going to the line to shoot two will be Nanny. And the first shot is good. 1:53 remains, first quarter. 7 for the Cats, 9 for the Eagles. And he has another free throw coming. This one is no good. And then tipped and brought down by McDonough. Inside pass goes outside and off the hands of Nanny and out of bounds. Turnover number 6. 1:47 to go. Kara Barton trying to get it in. Full court pressure by the Lady Cats. That pass comes in to Kinsey. Kinsey drives down, flipping into Turnbow over the timeline, kicking it back to Kara Barton. 1:40 to go. First quarter. 9-7. Eagles on top. Kinsey stops, goes in the corner, waiting for it there. Sanders. Inside it goes to Turnbow. Turnbow back to Sanders to Kinsey. Down low to Turnbow. Put that shot off the glass. It will not go. Gets her own rebound. Trying to kick it back to Kinsey. Barton puts it off the glass and in. Quickly the other way. Here's McDonough. Comes down. Kicks it back out on top. Trying to drive in. Hitting the bottom of the backboard. And the ball goes out of bounds. It'll belong to Gonzalez. Shot was missed by Nanny trying to go low. And we were right in the middle of the stands in case you hadn't noticed. Quick shot up and missing that one was Gracie Hansel. Brought down by Kira Turnbow. Now stolen away. Bad pass, and here comes dropping it down. And the shot goes off the ankle of Hansel out of bounds. A turnover. After a couple missed shots. 54 seconds to go, first quarter. 11-7 our score. Pass comes in to Turnbow. All the way across it goes to Sanders on the baseline, but she calls for travel. Sanders got the ball, had to go up for it, then did a little hop when she brought it down. 48 seconds to go. Damon back in for Sanders. Again, half-court defense for Bunker. Coming up, it's McDonough. Lily, it's the top of the key. Flips it back on top to Crowden. Crowden goes left side back to McDonough. In the corner, Benoit, the three. It's up. It's rimmed out. No good. Brought down by Kinsey Barton. Kinsey, long pass the other way. Underneath, put it up. And in. It's Kara Barton. Quickly the other way. McDonough down. Flipping it back. All the way across Benoit. Back to Crowden. On top to McDonough. Trying to drive in. Goes back on the perimeter to Nanny. 14 seconds left. Nanny off to McDonough. Left side pass to Crowden for the three-pointer. It's off the front of the rim. No good. And captured there by Turnbow. With 5 seconds left to pass down. Taking Turnbow. They need to get the shot off. It's partially blocked. And we have played one quarter. It's the Eagles 13 and the Cats 7. We'll take a 1-minute break and come right back. It's Bunker Eagle basketball on KSMO Media.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate.
Bunker is a small community with a big heart. The city of Bunker would like to invite you to come spend a day or a lifetime here. Stop in and check out the history of Bunker at the Bunker Museum. See how Bunker came about and what makes Bunker a special place. Or you might like to come and spend a day in their city park. The city of Bunker would like to say a big thank you to the Tom Sock Foundations for all their help. For more information about Bunker, stop in at Bunker City Hall at 620 6th Street.
Second quarter inbound brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Willie Strader. Remember, if you have any questions, get in touch with Willie, 573-729-4941, 1414 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard. The inbound pass comes back to Kenzie Barton. Kenzie at the timeline picked up by McDonough. Flips it in the corner to Davis. Back inside to Kenzie Barton, and a travel call on Davis. Unforced error. Bunker's had a couple of those now with a couple of travel calls. Willie McDonough on the inbound. Walks it up. Top of the key left side pass to Hopkins. Back to McDonough. Right side pass goes to Nanny. Back to McDonough again, staying on that perimeter. Bounce pass out to Nanny. Thought about the three, didn't take it. Now throw it away. Nanny thought about the three, decided not to, trying to pass it back over to Caden Hopkins and threw it into the stands. Inbound pass comes to Barton, goes right back to Kara Barton. Goes down to Turnbow. Turnbow flipping it back to Kenzie Barton. Left side pass to Turnbow. Down low, all to Luna Stamus. Over to Turnbow. She scores. 15-7, Bunker on top. The other way. Illinois kicking it back on top to McDonough. Right side pass goes to Hopkins. Back to McDonough. Lost the ball, but it comes back out to Benoit. They keep possession. Minute into this second quarter. In the corner, trying to feed it inside. They go back to things against McDonough for a three-pointer. It's short. Comes down in the hands of the Bunker Lady Eagles as Turnbow grabs it. Over to Haley Turnbow. Back to Kenzie Barton. Inside the Kara. Barton struggles with it. Tied up, fires it back over to Turnbow. In the corner, Damus for the three-pointer off the iron. Straight up in the air, brought down, put back up, and off the rim, no good by Kara Barton. And a foul's going to be called underneath on Kara. I believe. I call it on Kara Barton, her first, team's first in the second half. Driving down, flipping that shot up and in. Nicely done by Lily McDonough, who's got 6 in this game. Inbound pass to Turnbow. Down the side, flipping it to Kenzie Barton down the middle of the floor. Kenzie to the hole, scoops it up and in. Back the other way very quickly. Here comes McDonough outside to Benoit for the three. Misses it, brought down on the floor. It's trapped up there, and possession arrow will favor the Lady Cats. Here, Turnbow, a check out. 17-9, Bunker on top. Inbound by McDonough. Goes out on top to Hopkins. Left side pass to Benoit all the way across the floor to Nanny. Again to Benoit. Back pass goes right through the legs of Hopkins. It goes out of bounds. It belongs to Salem, I should say, the Bunker Eagles on that turnover. Tried to short hop that pass back to Hopkins, but a timeout called by Delta. With the score, Bunker 17, Delta 9. We'll take a 30-second break and come right back. It is Eagle basketball on KSMO Media.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
Dan Stevens with you here. Welcome back to Sykeston, the Ronnie Cook's gym. 5:59 to go in this, the second quarter. Bunker has the inbound, goes back to Kinsey. Picked up there by Nanny. Kinsey Barton goes to the right side, intended there for Turnbow. She gets it back to Turnbow, inside the Kinsey baseline, and as that ball goes off the foot, thought it went off the foot of Hopkins, but the foot went off the foot of Kinsey. Very close play. Goes to favor of Lady Cats. 5:43 to go. McDonough all the way down. Here we get off to Benoit. Trying to get off back to Danny. Does. Danny between the circles. Left side pass. Looking is Hopkins. Hopkins trying to go to corner. McDonough trying to take it down low. Kicking it back outside to Benoit. With it down, McDonough. To Hopkins. Goes right side to Nanny. Nanny to the paint. Kicks it down low. Throws it out of bounds. Nobody touched it. 10 turnovers now for Delta. 5:22 to go in the first half. The inbound comes to Kinsey Barton. Barton tied up. Fires a long pass. Comes over to Sanders. And then Sanders walks with the ball. Fella couldn't make up her mind what she wanted to do, and then tried to take a second step. Turnbow come in for Sanders. 5:16 to go. Inbound again comes to McDonough. Lily right at the top of the key. Goes right side pass to Nanny. Back to McDonough. Back left side to Hopkins. Takes the three. It's way offline. The ball comes loose. Taken there by the Bunker Eagles. Turnbow, her 6th rebound. Here's Haley Turnbow coming down. Fires it down underneath the basket all alone. And scoring is Kara Barton. Back the other way. McDonough flipping it back to Benoit. All across the top into the corner to Nanny. Nanny beyond three. Back to Hopkins. Quick high three-pointer up and good by Lily McDonough. 19-12 the score. Full court pressure again by Delta. No, it went backcourt. They did go backcourt. Kara Turnbow had the ball right at center court, waiting for Kinsey to get up there, and it threw it backcourt. No pressure on her whatsoever. Kind of mistake you just can't make in a championship game. Got to know where you are on the floor. Did not. Here Nanny goes inside, trying to get that shot off and trying to drive in. And the ball goes out of bounds. They'll say it was off Salem. Is trying to make their way in with Grant Ansel. It stays with the Lady Cats. 19-12, Bunker on top. And one of the officials has to tie a shoe. I want to thank La Fate Mexican Restaurant, Woods Darriette, and People's Community Bank for being a proud supporter of the Eagles. Quick inbound, the shot goes up, no good. Brought down and control there by Welker. That 3-pointer put up and good by Trina Crowden. Well, that turnover cost Bunker 3 points. Here's Turnbow. Bounce pass down to Kinsey Barton. Trying to go baseline. Blocked there by Crowden. 19-15 our score. Back the other way. Nanny on top. Trying to get off the shot was Ansel. Couldn't do it. Across it goes in the corner to McDonough. Trying to go baseline. Goes back on top to Welker. Now Nanny walks with the ball. Run to shoot. Then tried to pull it down and go. .347 to go in the half. 19-15 the score. Pass comes to Kinsey Barton. Throws it out to Turnbow. Getting it off to Haley Turnbow. Now to Kinsey Barton. Kinsey goes down to Kara Barton. Back on top it goes to Turnbow. Taking it all the way down. Has that shot missed. It goes out of bounds off of Bunker. Tigers set it in. Kara Turnbow tried to get that shot to go, but it wouldn't, and then the rebound went off a Bunker player out of bounds. And Coach Marcus Gorman calls timeout. 19-15 our score. We'll take a 30-second break and come right back. It's Eagle Basketball on KSMO Media.
Are you struggling with back pain, headaches, or alpha-gal? At Healing Hands Chiropractic and Acupuncture Clinic in Salem, Dr. Samantha Anderson brings gentle chiropractic, acupuncture, and cupping therapy for whole family care. She's among Missouri's few providers SAAT certified, a targeted auricular acupuncture that can help with alpha-gal syndrome, feel better naturally, and get back to what you love. Call 573-453-2015 or book online today and place your wellness in good hands.
3:29 remains in this first half. 4-point game, and the Lady Cats have the ball. Couple of turnovers for Bunker. Cost them some points here lately. With that ball right now is Crowden. He just hit a three a moment ago. Here's McDonough. She has a three in the game as well. Welker has it. Goes out here center court. Back to Crowden for another three. This one's off the front of the rim and captured underneath. Nope, nobody can pull it away. It'll be a jump ball. Possession arrow will favor the Lady Eagles. Bunker without a three in this game. Couple of them by the Lady Cats. That pass comes inbound to Damon. Quickly down to Kenzie Barton. Kenzie into the offensive zone. Fires it across to Kira. Down low, and they're going to call charge on Bunker. Turnbow gets the charge called on her. That'll be the third foul. And again, another turnover for Bunker. Ball stolen away by Barton from McDonough. Barton comes down, has Welker coming up from behind on her. Gets her basket and gets the foul as Welker pushed her into the mat. And she'll draw the foul on that. Not sure she pushed her or tried to hold her up, either one. But a collision right underneath the basket, and Welker gets the foul. And the free throw is good. 22-15 the score. With it, it's Danny. Goes back to McDonough. Onto the corner of Benoit. Trying to get it inside to Ansel. Flips it up. Doesn't go. Taken under control by Turnbow. Giving it off to Kenzie Barton. Kenzie. Started by McDonough. Gets over the timeline. Gets in the middle of the floor to Kara Barton. Turnbow in the corner. Back inside it goes to Kara Barton. Trying to get it down low. Does the Turnbow. Shot up. It's no good, but she draws a foul. And Turnbow will go to the line to shoot two. Kira got on that low post. Talked to Marcus Gorman about that. This is where Bunker's going to have to excel. And the free throw is good. (22-17). Five points for Kira Turnbow. That one pinballs around and goes through. Got the shooter's roll. 24-15 the score. Nanny has it. Nanny in the offensive zone. The McDonough trying to drive in. Goes back to Hopkins for the three. Trying to bank it in. No good. And Sanders brings down that rebound. Handing it off to Barton. Kira goes back to Sanders. Now to Turnbow in the middle of the floor. Here's Kara Barton. Down underneath the Turnbow. All alone. Missed it. Tried to put it back up. She'll draw another foul. Kara Turnbow got a little too far underneath the basket. Tried to hook it in. Hopkins gets her first foul. And back to the line goes Kira. Free throw is no good. 2:11 to go in the half. Next free throw is good. 10-point Bunker lead here. 2:10 to go in the half. And Donna kicks it back to Nanny. Going to Hopkins. Standing with it. Left side Welker. Right in front of the student section over there. Here comes McDonough trying to kick it outside to Nanny for the three-pointer. It's off the rim. Brought down and controlled by Welker. Back on top. Getting it back to Nanny. Trying to dance to the paint. Back to Hopkins. Takes it by the three. Takes it. It's off the iron. It's no good. Chipped and brought down and controlled by Barton. And then a charge will be called on Barton for hitting the Cat player in the face when she brought the rebound down. Barton brought the rebound down and made contact with the Cat player. Maybe talking about an intentional foul. There was no way that was intentional. Officials are still talking about it. It'll be a foul on Kara Barton. Not intentional, but it will be Cat ball. Pass comes out to McDonough. McDonough gets away from Sanders, kicks it outside to Nanny for a three-pointer. It's off the rim, no good. Brought down and controlled by Welker, and then Welker walks with it, no call. Bunker fans are crazy as McDonough trying to come down. Her short jumper's good. 25-17. Sanders to inbound it. Getting it to Kinsey in the corner. Kinsey turns, spins, trying to get away from McDonough. Fires it in the middle of the floor to Turnbow. Outside it goes to Sanders. Thought about the three. Instead goes to Haley Turnbow. Outside to Kinsey Barton for the three-pointer. Short. Comes down the hands of Welker. Back the other way. Welker with under a minute to go. Down to Nanny. Firing it back out on top. Trying to get down with a shot. Blocked there by the Bunker Eagles. Here comes Turnbow the other way. Haley Turnbow all the way down off the glass. Too hard. Captured again by Welker underneath the basket. Quickly the other way. Here's Nanny. She walks with the ball. Switching hands. And with 43 seconds, Bunker will inbound in front of the scorer's bench. Checking in to be Abigail Miller for the first time. Comes in for Hansel. Sanders fires it in to Kinsey Barton. Across the goes to Damus. Damus on the baseline. Kicking it back out on top of Sanders between the circles. Right side pass to Turnbow. Going back to Kinsey Barton. 33 seconds left. Kinsey over to Sanders. Bella trying to draw the person there. Goes all the way across to Turnbow. Turnbow handing it off to Kinsey Barton. Right in the middle of the floor to Damus. 19 seconds left. Haley on top to Sanders. Sanders back to Kinsey Barton. Down to 14 seconds. Barton guarded there by McDonough. Pulls it back. Right side to Haley Turnbow. 7 seconds left. Here comes Kinsey driving in. In the corner, Bella Sanders takes the three-pointer. It's up and good! Sanders at the buzzer, hits the three. I think they're going to call it a 2. And it's 27-17 Bunker. It's just going to be a 2, not a 3 from the corner. And after 1.5, this has been a good game for both teams, but too many turnovers on both sides have really kept this game in kind of question as both teams really pressuring each other, forcing turnover after turnover. Bunker leads it by a score of 27-17. Each team playing, like I said, getting opportunities to score. A couple of threes in that second quarter by the Cats. Bunker still out a 3 in this game after averaging 11 threes in a contest. They are without one here in this first half, but they do have the lead by a score of 27-17. We're going to come back in 3 minutes with stats from this one. Is Bunker Eagle basketball on KSMO Media.
Craving bold, home-style Mexican flavors right here in Bunker? Welcome to La Feta Mexican Restaurant on Main Street. Enjoy fresh tacos, burritos, and all your Mexican favorites. Then kick back with friends where the vibes are warm and the drinks are cold. Follow us on Facebook for our specials and nights with live music and karaoke. Hungry now? Head to 108 Main Street in Bunker and taste why locals are talking. La Feta Mexican Restaurant. Great food, friendly faces, small town heart.
At People's Community Bank in Bunker, we still believe in banking with a personal touch. When you walk in, we greet you by name, offer a variety of services, and let you get back to your day. People's Community Bank also offers many types of loans with competitive rates, fast approval, low closing costs, and confidentiality. Most importantly, these decisions are made locally. When you choose People's Community Bank in Bunker, you choose a bank that cares.
Quality services, expedient delivery, and fair pricing has been the rule at Reynolds County Abstract Company. Their experts do a thorough job of handling all aspects of your real estate title and settlement services for a large and ever-growing number of satisfied, loyal clients. For all your purchasing or refinancing needs, large or small, call today for a quote at 573-648-2366 or stop by 2308 Pine Street in Centerville, Missouri. Reynolds County Abstract Company.
R&S Wood Products LLC in Bunker is a major large cut stock and lumber supplier in Missouri, producing pine and mixed hardwoods. They are family owned and operated and also own MWM Wood Products LLC in Salem that does cuts, cross ties, grade lumber, and blocking. R&S Wood Products LLC and MWM Wood Products LLC are buyers for standing timber and logs. Give us a call at 573-689-2850.
G&S Convenience Store has the best selection of lunch meat, cheeses, and bacon around. Plus, you'll find a variety of sodas and snacks. Plus, don't forget they have gas and diesel. G&S Convenience Store, open 7 days a week.
Looking for home cooking, soft serve ice cream, and shakes? You need to head to Woods Dairyette. You can dine in or call ahead, and they'll have it ready for you. Family owned and operated, Woods Dairyette.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 290,000 participants here in Missouri who take part in high school sports or activities.
Welcome back to Sikeston, Missouri. And what a game we have had here between Bunker and I don't know why I did that. Bunker and Delta. I was going to say I had the wrong score sheet there, but I think I figured it all out. But anyway, nonetheless, it did come easy. But Delta came out flying, as they do. That's just the way they play. But for the Lady Eagles, they were able to withhold that first quarter onslaught and actually had a 13-7 lead after that first quarter. Few too many turnovers. I mentioned a lot of early steals by both teams, but they really haven't been too many steals lately. It's just been turnovers in the form of traveling or bad passes, and that has been pretty much the rule since, I will probably say, early in the second quarter. Leading the way for Delta is Lily McDonough. She has 11 points. Following that is 3 points each from Trina Crowden and Raylan Nanny on threes. The old-fashioned three by Nanny, and a three ball by Crowden, a three ball by McDonough as well. Bunker being led by Kinsey Barton with 10. 7 for Kara Turnbow, 6 for Kara Barton, and a couple of points for Bella Sanders coming right there near the end of that first half. So the Eagles have the lead at halftime. They are 7-9 for the Stripe, have 17 rebounds. Delta, 1 of 2 for the Stripe, and they have 13 rebounds. 12 turnovers for Delta, 4 steals, 11 turnovers for Bunker, and 3 steals in this contest. So it's been an interesting first half, to say the least. With both teams playing very, very hard. Now, the winner of this game will move on to play the Chadwick Couch winner, and that will be at Van Buren on Monday at 6. So again, the winner of this game will be playing Monday at Van Buren. Who wins the district championship here? It's going to be a well-earned championship, I'll tell you that. As the Lady Cats and the Lady Eagles are really, I mean, they're playing hard. There's been some bumping out there. An inadvertent elbow by Kara Barton caught Nanny in the face. Officials talked about it being an intentional foul. I can't see that. She was getting the rebound, just turned and got her. But nonetheless, you never know what the officials are going to call, and they did not call that one, keeping Kara Barton in the game. Very key ingredient for the Bunker Lady Eagles. So we are at halftime, and remember the boys' game will be tomorrow as boys will take on Couch. That will be at the Bunker High School Gymnasium. We'll have that one on KSMO Media. We'll audio stream that game on KSMO Media, on your KSMO YouTube page, and also your KSMO Facebook stream. We will have also the stream on Misha.tv for the KSMO Media site. We normally do, and that would be, again, a paywall that you have to pay to see that game. $15 plus 75-cent charge for tomorrow's game, the afternoon matinee, the boys' championship, Bunker and Couch. And that will begin again at 1 o'clock tomorrow. We'll start things out with Rod Gorman and Eagle Insights at about 12:50. 27-17, Bunker on top. We'll come back in 2 minutes with the second half. It's Lady Eagle basketball on KSMO Media.
Come on down to 72 Auto Supply, your local CarQuest dealer right here in Bunker. We've got everything you need from high-quality auto parts to livestock feed, rugged heavy-duty equipment supplies, and tools to keep your operation moving. As a CarQuest location, we're bringing the largest distribution network in the industry to serve Bunker. Locally owned, community-driven, 72 Auto and Supply in Bunker is here for you.
When you need excavation or concrete work done, there's only one name to call. Anytime Excavation. Whether it's clearing land, digging foundations, or creating solid concrete surfaces, Anytime Excavation gets the job done right. On time, every time. We're committed to delivering quality work that stands the test of time. Call Anytime Excavation today at 573-247-9173. No matter the projects, we'll dig in and make it happen. Anytime Excavation.
From our yard into your home. At Canope, Missouri in Salem, we specialize in superior kiln-dried lumber and hardwood flooring built to last. Choose from red oak, white oak, and hickory. Ask about grade lumber and special orders for straight line ripping and custom widths. Visit us at 435 County Road 6430 or call 573-729-3310. Canope, Missouri. High-end quality wood, locally made.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
Well, welcome back to Sikeston, Missouri, to Scott County Central. We're in the Cooksey Gymnasium. Ron Cookson, a big coach here for years. And the Cats have the ball to start things out. They lose it. Possession arrow will favor the Bunker Eagles. That'll be the first turnover of the second half. Bunker starts with a 10-point lead. The Eagles will have it from the baseline. Cats have had full court pressure the entire game. And here's Barton to Barton. Kinsey, the ball thrown in the middle of the Turnbow. Gets over the timeline. Ball knocked away from her hands. Not paying attention to go once behind. A steal. Back the other way. Goes in the corner. McDonough. McDonough back out on top of Benoit. Going back towards Hopkins. She had to reach for it. Now down in the corner, driving down. A jump shot from Nanny, and she was fouled. Foul's going to be on Kara Barton, her third. And the free throw is good by Raylan Nanny. Walker back in the game. Next free throw, also good. And full court pressure. Kinsey fires in the middle of the floor over to Barton. Now the Turnbow, back to Barton. Barton takes it in, trying to get it in, and a foul on the floor. Kinsey driving in, got pushed, took an extra step. Foul's going to be on Lily McDonough. No shooting foul, obviously. What are they going to say on Hopkins? Ooh, okay. Thought I saw 2-3. Inbound pass comes out to Kinsey. Started by McDonough, back in the corner, Turnbow. Back to Kinsey. Left side pass over to Damon. Back to Kinsey. Back to Sanders between the circles. Right side pass over to Turnbow. Turnbow down low, getting it to Turnbow, kicking it back outside to Sanders, driving down off the glass. It's good. Ella Sanders has 4. 29-19. He's gone the other way. He's done it straight down the middle of the floor. Shot up and good. Lily saw the opening and drove it right to the hole. Turnbow gets it in to Kinsey Barton. McDonough all over her. Kinsey up the middle of the floor. Kinsey taking it coast to coast. The shot, no good. A blocking foul called on Delta. Foul called on Grace Ansel. Martin will shoot the free throws, and again, Lady Eagles pull everybody off out of the blocks. With 6.5 to go in the third quarter. Free throw short. 29-21 our score. And Kinsey's next free throw is short again. Brought down in control by Ansel. Ansel handing it off to McDonough. Right side pass to Danny. Still beyond the three-point line over to Hopkins. Hopkins back out to McDonough. McDonough, left side pass to Hopkins. Takes the three-pointer, and that's off the iron. And brought down by Kinsey Barton. Kinsey. Started by McDonough. Fires it down to Kara Turnbow. Back to Kinsey Barton. Trying to drive the right corner. Goes in there to Damon. Back on top to Sanders. Sanders over to Haley Turnbow. Inside to Damon. Down low. Putting it up and in is Kara Turnbow. 31-21. McDonough the other way. Trying to drive in. Down to Nanny. Nanny almost walked with it. Now throws it out of bounds. And he thought about the three. Didn't take it. Then tried to pass it across. And put it right into the Delta bench. 5:42 to go. Third quarter. 31-21. Kinsey Barton guarded by McDonough. That's her job. They get in the middle to Haley Turnbow. Now down to Kira Turnbow. Almost walked with it. Goes back to Kinsey. Barton to the paint. Down low to Turnbow. Off the glass. Missed it. Brought down by Kinsey Barton, but she can't hang on to it. Comes down to Nanny. Nanny the other way. Ball stolen away there by Damon. Trying to get down. That shot is blocked and stepping out of bounds with it. It'll belong to Bunker. Damon's got the shot away, and then underneath the basket, Crowden and Kinsey battled for it. He'll stay with the Bunker Eagles. 31-21. Inbound goes in the corner to Sanders. Sanders out on top over the head of Damon, and another turnover. All these teams are good, so they kind of try to force some plays, and we've seen that from Nanny. We also saw that one right there from Damon, trying to get it across. Sanders trying to get over to Damon. Now the long three-pointer up off the rim, no good, and goes off of Welker out of bounds as she battled Kira Turnbow for that rebound. Again, full court pressure by Delta. 5:04 to go, third quarter. The inbound will come in to Haley Turnbow. Turnbow fires it up to Kira Turnbow. Quickly down to Kinsey. Kinsey down low all alone and getting a shot up, but missing with Sanders, but she draws the foul. Sanders will go to the line to shoot two. Could have been a three-point play. Missed the layup. Foul is called on Ansel, her second. Free throw is short. 31-21 the score with 4:56 to go in the third quarter. That's free throw again. Short. Comes down and getting it to Sanders. That Sanders threw the ball. She was twisted up. No call. McDonough comes down. Her shot is up and no good, but she'll draw a foul. Well, Sanders got the rebound, but then turned it over on the miss. Foul called on Kinsey Barton. Down to the line to shoot two. That free throw is no good. McDonough has another one coming. That free throw is also no good. And Kinsey Barton couldn't pull it down. Bump there by Benoit, and it goes off her hands out of bounds. It stays with the Cats. Inbound comes on top to Hopkins. That ball tipped. Comes down to Benoit. Back out to Hopkins. All the way across the floor to Danny. Raylan Danny by the Hopkins. Her three-pointer. It's short. Comes down the hands of Kinsey Barton. Kinsey trying to get by Hopkins. All the way down, lays it up and missed it. And Sanders can't handle the rebound. Back is Benoit. All the way down, quickly to Nanny. Nanny's shot. She's tied up on a reach and good travel. Started to go up with it. Got a Sanders reached in. Might have popped her finger a little bit there. 4:23 to go in the third quarter. Davis looking to get it in. Fires it in to Turnbow. Turnbow giving it over to Kinsey Barton. To the timeline. Got pressure come from behind. Stolen away. And stolen right back. Kinsey takes it back and lays it in. Wow. 33-21. Hopkins between the circles. Right side pass to McDonough. McDonough going left side. Going to Benoit. Back to Hopkins. Beyond three across the Nanny. Started there by Sanders. Goes back the other way to Hopkins. They give her some room. McDonough between the circles. 3:50 to go in the third quarter. Left side pass, Hopkins. Trying to get it inside to Ansel. Jump shot, no good. Captured by Sanders. Gives it off to Turnbow. Turnbow into the offensive zone. And a timeout called by Coach Gorman. 3:38 to go, third quarter, 33-21. Bunker on top. Let's take a 30-second break. Come right back. It's Eagle basketball on KSMO Media.
Bunker is a small community with a big heart. The city of Bunker would like to invite you to come spend a day or a lifetime here. Stop in and check out the history of Bunker at the Bunker Museum. See how Bunker came about and what makes Bunker a special place. Or you might like to come and spend a day in their city park. The city of Bunker would like to say a big thank you to the Tom Sock Foundations for all their help. For more information about Bunker, stop in at Bunker City Hall at 620 6th Street.
I'd like to thank our sponsors for helping bring you Bunker Eagle basketball. GNS Convenience and GNS Farm and Feed, our title sponsors. Don't forget Healing Hands, Chiropractic and Acupuncture, Reynolds County Abstract, and People's Community Bank, helping to bring us Eagle basketball on KSMO Media. Namath goes back to Haley Turnbow, gets over the timeline. Haley pulls the ball up, goes to Kinsey Barton in the middle of the floor. Kinsey lost it. It was taken away. Back the other way. Nanny all the way down, puts it up and in. Fifth turnover for the Eagles. 23-33. Pass in the middle of the floor to Haley Turnbow. Turnbow flipping it down underneath. Off the hands of Namath and out of bounds. 3:13 to go. Third quarter. Long pass goes to Benoit. Benoit goes back across the Hopkins and it goes almost out of bounds, but stay there by Nanny. Now to McDonough. Ball tipped and a foul's going to be called, I believe, on Bunker. On Sanders. Bella Sanders been getting beaten up. That'll be a third foul as Sanders gets his first. McDonough to inbound it from the baseline. Pass goes all the way out to Hopkins. Right side pass to Nanny. Nanny back to Hopkins. Left side pass to Walker for three. It's good. 33-26. Haley Turnbow off to Kinsey. Kinsey to the timeline. Gets over. Guarded in by McDonough. And then ball knocked out of her hand by McDonough. Stays with his Bunker Eagles. Namath will inbound it. 2:41 to go, third quarter. Goes back to Barton in her own zone. Barton over the timeline. Handing it off to Haley Turnbow. 2:30 to go in this, the third quarter. Namath into Barton. Gets it outside to Turnbow. Down to Kinsey Barton in that corner. Thought about the three, didn't take it. Kinsey spinning. Trying to get to the blocks, and she is fouled there. I believe Ansel will pick up her third foul. Nope, we're going to call it on Hopkins. So Barton, who's missed her last two free throws. Misses again. So Bunker 0 for 5 in this third quarter from the strike. 2:22 to go. A 7-point Bunker lead here in the third quarter. And Kenzie's next free throw is good. 34-26. McDonough right down the middle of the floor. Pulls it back, goes on top to Ansel. Ansel holds on to the ball, giving it back to McDonough. Trying to kick inside, goes outside to Crowden. Crowden called for carrying the ball. .2:10 to go in the third quarter. An 8-point Eagle lead. Kara Turnbow back to Haley. Haley goes back to Kara. Right in the middle of the floor. Over to Kenzie Barton. Kenzie keeping an eye out for the possible steal. Goes to Kara Barton underneath. Putting it up and in is Kara Turnbow. 36-26. McDonough the other way. Pulls it back. McDonough trying to drive in. Goes outside to Danny. Between the circle. Left side pass to Welker. In the corner crowd back to Welker. Going back to Danny between the circles. Welker takes the three-pointer. It's up and good. Cheyenne is her second three in the third quarter. And again, a 7-point Bunker lead. Barton has it. Goes back to Turnbow. Turnbow running out of time. Throws it up to Barton. It just gets over the timeline in time. Now back to Barton. Over to Turnbow. Now to Barton. Kara Barton outside. Damus with a three. It's too hard. It comes down the hands of Ansel. Ansel fires it off. Getting it McDonough. 1 minute and 5 seconds left. McDonough kicks it out to Welker again for a three, and she's got another. 3 threes by Welker, and it's a 4-point ball game. Kenzie Barton trying to get away from Welker. Fires in the middle of the floor to Turnbow. Quickly down the other way, trying to get that shot off. Was Turnbow, and it was blocked. And then the ball loose on the floor, and possession arrow will favor, I think, the Bunker Eagles. Nope, in favor of the Cats. 42.5 seconds left, a 4-point ball game. Sanders will come in for Kara Barton. Abigail Miller off to McDonough. McDonough puts the right side to Manning. Back to McDonough, now to Welker. Welker's hot as a firecracker right now. McDonough, his right side pass back to Danny. Down to 29 seconds left. McDonough. Center court, fires it down low. Jamila for a shot, no good. But back up and in, count the basket and a foul. As Ansel gets the basket on the rebound. And a foul called on Kara Turnbow. Well, the threes by Welker have excited the Delta crowd. They got them back in this game. And some misses by Bunker have allowed the Lady Cats to climb back in this one. Ansel's free throw can make it a 1-point game, and it does. Here comes Kenzie Barton. Trying to get away from Welker. Kenzie fires it over to Haley Turnbow. Goes back on top to Kara Barton. Kara to Haley Turnbow. In the corner. Kenzie to Haley. Back to Kenzie. She takes the three-pointer. It's way too short. Comes down the hands of Nanny. Quickly down to McDonough. McDonough all the way down. Lays it up. Missed it. And no basket. As after the fact, almost given the Lady Cats the lead. But they battle back. And after 3 quarters of play, the Bunker Lady Eagles lead it only by 1. 36-35. They are outscored 18-9 in that third quarter. We'll come back in a minute with the fourth quarter. It's Lady Eagle basketball on KSMO Media.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
Are you struggling with back pain, headaches, or alpha-gal? At Healing Hands Chiropractic and Acupuncture Clinic in Salem, Dr. Samantha Anderson brings gentle chiropractic, acupuncture, and cupping therapy for whole family care. She's among Missouri's few providers SAAT certified, a targeted auricular acupuncture that can help with alpha-gal syndrome. Feel better naturally and get back to what you love. Call 573-453-2015 or book online today and place your wellness in good hands.
Well, the fourth quarter inbound is brought to you by Willie Streeter, Farm Bureau Insurance in Salem, 573-794941. 1414 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard. There's some confusion again at the scorer's table. Bunker will inbound it up by 1 point. As a run by Delta, after being down by 10, they got 9 straight points, mostly on the strength of Cheyenne Welker's threes. Inbound to Kinsey Barton, but Bunker 1 for 6 in the stripe in that third quarter. That did not help. Kinsey turns, spins, baby hook, no good. Gets her own rebound, puts it back up, no good. And then battling for it, and a foul's going to be called. And Barton will go to the line to shoot too, but not shooting great. She was 4 of 5 in that first half, but only 1 for 4. 5 of 9. Kinsey's free throw short. Foul was called on Hopkins, her 4th. Need to find the range on these free throws, and this one is good. 2-point game, and McDonough brings it up just underway in the fourth quarter. Winner of this wins the district championship, and we'll move on to the sectional on Monday night. Right now with it, Benoit. Go left side to Welker. Welker in the corner. McDonough driving down, trying to kick it inside to Ansel. Back to Welker for another three-pointer. That was way too hard, and kept alive by Nanny. A good job. Nanny out of Benoit. Now back goes to Welker. Welker on the right wing. Can he get off to McDonough? McDonough trying to circle around. Stops, kicks it outside to Nanny. Nanny gets back to McDonough in the corner. Back to Nanny. 7:10 to go in the fourth quarter. Welker underneath the basket. Comes up, missed it. Got his own rebound. Missed it again, but she fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot two. The foul. Call on Haley Turnbow. Free throw is no good. Next one is also no good. Brought down by Kinsey Barton. Kinsey almost lost it, gets it back. Minute gone in the fourth quarter. Barton has all alone. Turnbow lays it up and in. Kira Turnbow all alone on the low post. Bunker back up by 4. McDonough the other way. Off to Benoit. Top of the key. Bounce pass to Welker. In the corner, Nanny. Back to Welker across Benoit on the top of the key. Left side pass. McDonough trying to drive baseline. Short jumper. Rims out. Brought down by Welker again. Puts it back up. And that will not fall. Brought down by Purcell. She missed it. A foul call. The foul's going to be on Kira Turnbow, her third. Ansel the line to shoot 2. 39-35 our score. Free throw is no good. Both of these teams are used to scoring higher amounts of points. This has been a defensive struggle for both teams. Next free throw is good. One possession game, 3-point lead for the Lady Eagles. Here comes Kinsey, flipping it down with Turnbow. Kira Turnbow back to Kinsey in the right corner. Kinsey had that ball knocked away. She gets it back, takes it to the hole, missed the shot. Comes down the hands of Welker. Welker quickly down the other way to McDonough. McDonough moves out behind the nice pick by Welker over to Nanny. In the corner, Benoit jump shot from the corner. Off the iron, straight up in the air, and brought down by Turnbow. Kira off to Kinsey. Back to Haley Turnbow. Backdoor pass, trying to get it there and knocked down was Kara Barton, but it went off her hands on a bounce. Kara might have stumbled as she went for that ball. It went off the top of her hands on the baseline. It belongs to the Cats. The Bunker up by 3. Here, Turnbow will take a little breather as Davis checks in. Ansel getting into McDonough. 6 minutes left to go, fourth quarter in regulation time. Pass goes left side of Benoit in the corner. Welker for another three-pointer off the iron this time and brought down by Davis on the backside. Give it off to Kinsey. Kinsey Barton trying to drive by Nanny in the offensive zone. Gets a pick from Kara Barton. Drives down low to the baseline. Off to Damon. All the way across the inside it goes to Kara Barton. And Kara is fouled and trying to drive it. It's on the floor, no shooting foul. And I believe that'll be Ansel with a foul. That'll be her third. Each team with 2 fouls in this fourth quarter. Nobody in the bonus. As of yet with 5.5 left to go in regulation. Inbound comes to Kinsey Barton. Kinsey spins, turns off the glass and in. We got 18 back the other way. McDonough. McDonough, top of the key. Puts the left side to Welker. Welker back to the middle of the floor. Stops, goes right side to Nanny. Back to Welker over to McDonough. Kicks it down in the left corner. Benoit trying to kick it outside to Welker does. For another three-pointer, and it rimmed out. No good. Brought down by Kinsey. Kinsey drives it all the way down against Welker. Trying to get a shot up. It won't fall. And brought down by McDonough. McDonough down the middle of the floor. Kicks it outside to Benoit for a three. And that one is good. 41-39. Kinsey missed the layup. And then back comes Delta with the three. And with 4:54 to go, we got a 2-point game. Timeout called by Delta. We'll come right back in 30 seconds. It's Eagle basketball on KSMO Media.
Craving bold, home-style Mexican flavors right here in Bunker? Welcome to La Feta Mexican Restaurant on Main Street. Enjoy fresh tacos, burritos, and all your Mexican favorites. Then kick back with friends where the vibes are warm and the drinks are cold. Follow us on Facebook for our specials and nights with live music and karaoke. Hungry now? Head to 108 Main Street in Bunker and taste why locals are talking. La Feta Mexican Restaurant. Great food, friendly faces, small town heart.
Attention all former athletes and sports fans. It's time to get back in the game. Become an official. It's great part-time income and to get back in the game. Start today by finding out how. Contact the Misha office by calling 573-875-4880 or visiting MishaMSHSAA.org. 4:54 in regulation. 2-point Bunker lead. After the three by Benoit. 6 threes unofficially for the Cats and none for Salem, and Benoit will get a foul. Riding Kinsey Barton. 13th foul for the Lady Cats. Inbound comes to Kinsey Barton. Driving past Benoit. Kicks it back on top to Sanders. Right side pass to Turnbow. Goes back to Haley Turnbow. Kira does. Handing it off to Kinsey. Kinsey gets a pick. Kicks it outside to Haley Turnbow. The three-pointer. It's up and pinballs out. No good. Comes down into the hands of Nanny. Back the other way on top of Benoit. Left side pass to Welker. In the corner, McDonough. 4:20 to go in the fourth quarter. Back to Welker. 2-point Bunker lead. And a 3-second violation called, or is there a foul? Foul called on Bunker underneath. And that's going to be on Kira Turnbow, and that would be number 4. Inbound pass comes to Ansel, back to Welker. Now across to Nanny for a three, and that's going to be wide. Brought down by Turnbow, giving it off to Kinsey. Kira having a good rebounding night, now 10 rebounds. Kinsey Barton goes outside, back on top to Haley Turnbow. Left side pass to Kira Barton outside the three-point line. Moving back to the middle of the floor, flips it down inside. Ball tipped on the floor and stolen away by the Cats. Here they come. McDonough down for the shot, missed it, and it's brought down by McDonough. She pushes it back outside. Ansel with the shot, it's good. It's tied. (41-41) with 3.5 to go in this one. With the ball, Kinsey goes outside to Kara Barton on top. To Turnbow. Back to Barton underneath. The shot blocked away. Brought down by Ansel. Back the other way, McDonough with 3:13 to go in regulation. Between the circles. Delta finally back even. We got a brand new ball game with 3 minutes left to go in regulation. McDonough. Left side pass to Welker, who's got 3 threes. Down underneath, Ansel puts it up, missed it. Ball goes into the hands of Kara Barton. 2:48. Kinsey Barton will walk it up. Started there by Benoit. She's got 3 fouls. Each team with 3 fouls. Here comes Kinsey all the way down off the glass and in. And a timeout called by Coach Marcus Gorman. 2:33 remaining in regulation. 43 for Bunker, 41 for Delta. What a game. And we'll come back in 30 seconds. It's Eagle basketball on KSMO Media.
At People's Community Bank in Bunker, we still believe in banking with a personal touch. When you walk in, we greet you by name, offer a variety of services, and let you get back to your day. People's Community Bank also offers many types of loans with competitive rates, fast approval, low closing costs, and confidentiality. Most importantly, these decisions are made locally. When you choose People's Community Bank in Bunker, you choose a bank that cares.
I'd like to thank our sponsors, City of Bunker, R&S Wood Products, also Healing Hands Chiropractic and Acupuncture, and Woods Dairyette for bringing you Bunker Eagle basketball title sponsor, GNS Convenience and GNS Farm and Feed. This one's going to go down to the wire. You just knew it. 43-41, Bunker on top. Kinsey with 20 points in the game. Here at Turnbow with 13. But they kind of held Kara Barton off the scoreboard since. Bunker in their half-court defense with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left exactly in this regulation time. Pass goes left side to Welker. She got hot in that third quarter with a couple 3 threes to really bring Delta back. McDonough left side to Welker. Welker back to McDonough. McDonough outside, getting it to Nanning. They pass it outside that 3-point line, trying to get it down low to Benoit. Trying to kick it outside, gets to Welker. Bounce pass back to McDonough. 2 minutes, 5 seconds left to go in regulation. Back to McDonough. Thought about the 3. Kicks it right side to Nanning. Back to McDonough. Tries to drive in. Kicks it back outside down low to Benoit. Back to McDonough on the baseline. Off it in. Ties it up. Eagles have it. It's Kinsey on the inbound. Trying to get past Benoit. Drives into the offensive zone. Kinsey between 2 girls is fouled. He's got a call for a travel. They didn't call a foul. Turnover number 9 for the Eagles. 1:38 to go in regulation, and a timeout called by Delta. 1:38 remaining in regulation. 43-43 our score. Back in 30 seconds. Eagle basketball on KSMO Media.
Quality services, expedient delivery, and fair pricing has been the rule at Reynolds County Abstract Company. Their experts do a thorough job of handling all aspects of your real estate title and settlement services for a large and ever-growing number of satisfied, loyal clients. For all your purchasing or refinancing needs, large or small, call today for a quote at 573-648-2366 or stop by 2308 Pine Street in Centerville, Missouri. Reynolds County Abstract Company.
43-43 our score. Remember, the winner goes on to face the winner of the Couch Chadwick game. That'll be Monday at Van Buren, and again at 6 o'clock. Boy, this has been a good game between both teams. A lot of turnovers for both sides, as both teams are very aggressive. Right now, the advantage goes to the Cats, as they have it. Nanny has it. outstanding in front of basically the gymnasium banner here. Just hanging on to it. Benoit back to McDonough. McDonough starts to drive in, kicks it outside to Welker. Back to Benoit. All the way across it goes to Nanny. Back to Benoit. Starts to drive in, kicks it back on top. They're trying to kill time in the arm. McDonough handing out near center court. Down to 1:05 left to go in the corner. Welker for the three-pointer. Rimmed out. No good. Ball is taken down, though, by the Cats. They get it back as Danny gets that rebound. Back to McDonough. Under a minute to go here in this championship game. And then a foul is going to be called on Sanders for reaching in. And that will put McDonough at the line to shoot two. Nope, not yet. I'm sorry. I had a gentleman right in my way, and I thought that might have been foul number 5. So the inbound still keeps the ball with the Cats. 50 seconds to go. Regulation. McDonough trying to drive in. Gets cut off. McDonough out near center court. McDonough fires it off in the corner. Then it gets to Nanny. Nanny back to McDonough. 38 seconds left. McDonough trying to drive in. Kicks it to Welker. Back to McDonough. Trying to drive the paint. Up and it's good. A little floater. And with 26 seconds left, the Eagles have to score. Here's Kinsey. Puts a shot up. Missed it. It goes off the hands of Kara Martin out of bounds. Kinsey missed it. Kara underneath all alone. Had to go off her hands. And it goes out of bounds. 17.9 seconds left. Deltas come all the way back for a 10-point deficit at halftime. And a timeout called here on the floor. 45 for Delta, 43 for Bunker. Let's take a 30-second break and come back. It's Eagle basketball on KSMO Media.
R&S Wood Products LLC in Bunker is a major large cut stock and lumber supplier in Missouri, producing pine and mixed hardwoods. They are family owned and operated and also own MWM Wood Products LLC in Salem that does cuts, cross ties, grade lumber, and blocking. R&S Wood Products LLC and MWM Wood Products LLC are buyers for standing timber and logs. Give us a call at 573-689-2850.
Well, Bunker, who has had a half-court defense all day long, is going to have to try and steal the ball. They're down by 2 with 17.9 seconds left in regulation. Hopkins will try and inbound it. They fire it into McDonough, and McDonough's fouled by Sanders immediately. 16.4 seconds left. That'll put McDonough at the line to shoot 2. McDonough's 0 for 2 for the strike. 2-point lead for Delta. McDonough's free throw. Good. You pretty well seal it right here. 16.4 seconds left. Bunker has not hit a 3 in the entire game. Really haven't shot many, but they haven't hit one. They would have to do so now to tie it. The next free throw is good. And Bunker comes back with it. Here comes Kinsey. 12 seconds left. Has to pull up and shoot the 3. Going to have to do it quickly. She does, and banks it in. And a timeout called by Gorman with 6.9 seconds left as Kinsey Barnes hits the 3 from near half court. And we've got 6.9 seconds yet to determine a championship. Two big free throws by McDonough. Well, we would have to foul or get the steal. See how that all works out. We're going to keep it here. I want to thank all our great sponsors from Bunker, making it possible for us to bring you Eagle basketball. City of Bunker, Canoke out of Salem, Anytime Excavation, Healing Hands Chiropractic and Acupuncture, Reynolds County Abstract, Woods Dairy, People's Community Bank, 72 Auto Supply, Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Willie Strader, R&S Wood Products, also La Feta Mexican Restaurant, and G&S Convenience Store and G&S Farm and Feed. The inbound with 6.9 seconds left. A foul's going to be called. Our timeout was called. Timeout was called by Delta with 6.9 seconds left. And they're going to call full timeout. With 6.9 seconds left, Delta 47, Bunker 46. Back in 30 seconds, Eagle basketball on KSMO Media.
G&S Convenience Store has the best selection of lunch meat, cheeses, and bacon around. Plus, you'll find a variety of sodas and snacks. Plus, don't forget they have gas and diesel. G&S Convenience Store, open 7 days a week.
Looking for home cooking, soft serve ice cream, and shakes? You need to head to Woods Dairyette. You can dine in or call ahead, and they'll have it ready for you. Family owned and operated, Woods Dairyette.
And welcome back to the very end of this championship game. Or will we go overtime? Anyway, it's going to probably go one way or the other. I don't think we're going to have overtime. Unless there's a shooting foul, but there's still, the Cats have one foul to give. So it will be Hopkins trying to inbound it. Hopkins does inbound it, and a foul immediately by Turnbow on McDonough. 5.7 seconds left. So McDonough will go to the line to shoot two. Well, he has 19 points in this game. If she makes two, then Bunker has to hit a three. If they don't, they can hit a two, but they don't have much time. 5.7 seconds left. Free throw by McDonough is no good. Here, Turnbow will go in. Delta has no one on the blocks. Only on the person on the blocks are the Bunker Eagles. 5.7 seconds left. McDonough's free throw is no good. Comes out, put up by Barton. It's a Kinsey Barton. 2 seconds left. Kinsey drives down a three-pointer. It's too short. She tried to get it off. No foul called. And what a game this game had to be. Down by 10 at halftime. Delta came back on a strength really of Cheyenne Welker's 3 threes. And they win it over Bunker by a final score of 47-46 and win this Class 1 District 1 district championship. Well, this is a dandy ball game. Chances for both teams, but missed free throws are going to come back to haunt the Eagles as 1 for 6 in that third quarter did not help them out. They finished 9 of 17 in the game, just over 50%. And if you look back at it, there's always a number of reasons, but that could be a big one. 28 rebounds for Bunker in this game, so they did what they needed to do. Had that lower game, but a couple of too many turnovers by Bunker in this one. A total of 20 turnovers by the Eagles in this one, and he only finished with 5 steals on the contest. It was a dynamite basketball game. I wish everybody could see good basketball like this all the time, but this definitely was a very difficult loss for the Bunker Lady Eagles. Some of their seniors who are finishing up their career, they're in tears, but it comes down to that last play, and the free throws hit by McDonough gave them the edge. She didn't miss, but she didn't make the last 2, but she did make the previous 2, and that gave it a 3-point or 4-point advantage. Had it been a 3-point advantage, that shot by Kinsey would have tied it, but it did not. And the Bunker Eagles fall by 1, 47-46. We're going to take a 3-minute break and come back and wrap it up here from beautiful Sikeston, Missouri. It is Eagle basketball on KSMO Media.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 290,000 participants here in Missouri who take part in high school sports or activities.
Come on down to 72 Auto Supply, your local CarQuest dealer right here in Bunker. We've got everything you need from high-quality auto parts to livestock feed, rugged heavy-duty equipment supplies, and tools to keep your operation moving. As a CarQuest location, we're bringing the largest distribution network in the industry to serve Bunker. Locally owned, community-driven, 72 Auto and Supply in Bunker is here for you.
When you need excavation or concrete work done, there's only one name to call. Anytime Excavation. Whether it's clearing land, digging foundations, or creating solid concrete surfaces, Anytime Excavation gets the job done right. On time, every time. We're committed to delivering quality work that stands the test of time. Call Anytime Excavation today at 573-247-9173. No matter the projects, we'll dig in and make it happen. Anytime Excavation.
From our yard into your home. At Canope, Missouri in Salem, we specialize in superior kiln-dried lumber and hardwood flooring built to last. Choose from red oak, white oak, and hickory. Ask about grade lumber and special orders for straight line ripping and custom widths. Visit us at 435 County Road 6430 or call 573-729-3310. Canope, Missouri. High-end quality wood, locally made.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
Bunker is a small community with a big heart. The city of Bunker would like to invite you to come spend a day or a lifetime here. Stop in and check out the history of Bunker at the Bunker Museum. See how Bunker came about and what makes Bunker a special place. Or you might like to come and spend a day in their city park. The city of Bunker would like to say a big thank you to the Tom Sock Foundations for all their help. For more information about Bunker, stop in at Bunker City Hall at 620 6th Street.
We welcome you back to Sykeston, where the Bunker Lady Eagles season comes to an end. What a season, though. 24-4. Matter of fact, both teams right now stand at 24-4, but only one can move on. And give a lot of credit to the Delta Lady Cats. They came back. They were down by 10 at halftime. They battled back, and all of a sudden, Cheyenne Welker got hot from the three-point line. She hit 3 threes in a row. Brought them back from a 10-point deficit. They got down to a 2-point deficit. Then was tied up into quarter number 4, and it was back and forth there. So we had a dandy ball game. Bunker had that 1-point lead at the end of 3 quarters, but fell by 1, 47-46 in a heartbreaker here to the Delta Lady Cats. And very, very tough loss, but, you know, it was such a good game by both teams. It really was a good game that it was so impressive to watch this game go back and forth. People have been aggressive. They got steals. And some mistakes were being made in this championship game because of the pressure, turnovers, traveling calls, bad passes. You know, the pressure of a championship game makes you sometimes do things out of the ordinary. So high passes, things of that nature, or trying to throw a pass on the baseline. Something that they don't normally do out of the ordinary. Sometimes doesn't work very well when you haven't really had a chance to do that because you're trying to make something happen when you're getting a little bit stressed. So, nonetheless, though, what a game. It was an outstanding basketball game. Congratulations to Delta on this district championship, Class 1, District 1, for the Lady Eagles. Coach Marcus Gorman and the entire staff and all the Eagle players, nothing to be ashamed of in this one. Missed some free throws down the stretch, especially in that third quarter. In the second half, they did not shoot well at all. They were 2 out of 8 from the free throw line. Finished the game 9 out of 17, a shade above 50%. And Delta didn't shoot much better. They shot 50% from the line, but they got the 2 they needed and shot better in the second half than they did in the first. But it was just enough to get them past it. As a matter of fact, in the fourth quarter, They only hit 3 free throws out of 8 opportunities. But those 2 of those were enough for the winning shots in the game. Kinsey Barton finished with 23 points, 13 for Kira Turnbow, 6 for Kara Barton, and then 4 for Bella Sanders in the contest. Haley Turnbow did not get a point in this game. Matter of fact, I think only put up 1 shot in the entire game. Didn't really shoot too much. And really was a battle between Kinsey Barton and Lily McDonough. Lily McDonough, that's a name, if you continue to hear about Delta, you're going to hear about her because she's just a freshman. She's a 5'4" freshman. She handles the ball. She's a pain. She's very, I won't say very unorthodox. She gets right in the, she's only 5'4", but she gets right in the face, or I should say in the body of the players around her, and doesn't allow them to manipulate or move. And she did a great job of really getting being a pest on Kinsey Barton most of the night. She was with her most of the night on a one-on-one situation. McKenzie still finished with 23 points, but it was not enough tonight. As McDonough, though, finished with 19 of her own. 9 points for Cheyenne Welker, all coming on those threes. 6 for Grace Ansel, 7 for Raylene Nanny. She had a three-pointer in the game as well. And Trina Crowden had 3. So not a big bunch of scoring in this contest by either team. And then Lillian Benoit, by the way, had a three-pointer as well. So 6 threes by Delta, just 1 for Bunker. That came with 6.7 seconds left when Kinsey Barton hit one from right in front of the scorer's table, matter of fact, from almost, well, way beyond NBA, but that was a long shot, banked it in. But their last 3 attempts with no time remaining, came up a little bit short, fell into the crux of the basket, into the support, and the Bunker season came to an end. But what an outstanding season. 10 rebounds for both Kinsey Barton and Kira Turnbow. 4 rebounds for Kara Barton, 3 for Bella Sanders, and 1 for Haley Turnbow in the contest. Bunker had 28 rebounds in the game, and again finished 9 of 17 with the free throw line. We mentioned 7 of 14 for the Lady Cats. They finished with 27 rebounds, and leading rebounder for them was Cheyenne Welker. She had 7, also getting rebounds for them. 5 for Grace Ansel, 4 for Lillian Benoit, and also for Nanny, and 5 also for Lily McDonough in the game, and then 1 for Cadence Hopkins, their point guard, who did not shoot 1 time. Well, she did. She shot 2 times, but did not make 1 point in the game, but she shot 3s that were awry. Total of 9 steals by the Bearcats. Almost seemed like more, but that's officially what they had. A couple steals ended up being jump possession balls, so you can't call it a steal. And then you have 17 turnovers for the Lady Cats. Bunker Eagles finished with 20 turnovers in the game and had a total of only 5 steals on their side. Most of the mistakes made by the Lady Cats ended up actually being traveling calls or missed passes in their turnovers. They only had, well, I say only had, they had 17. Still more than you want, but a couple of nasty turnovers in that second half and a couple of steals by the Bearcats and a couple of misses by Bunker kind of cost them going down the stretch. They had the opportunities for layups and missed them. I know Bella Sanders had a layup, missed that, then got fouled, and then did not convert the either free throw. And so you missed those missed points, come back to haunt you. And it doesn't matter what time of the game it is. You can go back all the way to the first quarter. You can go back to the third quarter when Kinsey missed the first 3 free throws of that quarter, and she has done this throughout the year. Kind of gets hot, then gets cold, then gets hot again from the free throw line. But you can always go back and you can always say, well, that cost us the game or that cost the game. No, not one play cost you the game. It's just the overall entire game. The misses you have in the game cost you the game. But Delta was 1 play better than Bunker tonight, and they won it by 1 point, 47-46. I think a couple of missed calls, in my opinion, by the officials. Kinsey was driving the basket. It looked like she got fouled to reach in. Instead, they called a travel on her. You can't go anywhere. Somebody's grabbing you around the waist. Yeah, I could see why it'd be a travel, but unfortunately they called no foul on that, and that turned the ball over to the Cats, who eventually scored on that play. So when you look back at this entire game, a very tough loss for the Bunker Lady Eagles, but again, what a great season. 24-4 in the season, but unfortunately fell one game short of a district championship. And it will now be the Delta Lady Cats taking on either Chadwick or Couch Monday night at Van Buren. Tomorrow, we will be covering the boys' game at Bunker, the championship game against Couch for the District 3 Class 1 championship. That'll get underway at 1 o'clock, 12:50 with Eagle Insights and Coach Gorman. But hope you join us for that. That will be on KSMO YouTube and KSMO Facebook page. We'll stream that audio there. It also will be available on Misha.tv. Again, head on down to Bunker for an outstanding game between the Bunker boys and also the Couch Indians. It should be a good game. I want to thank again Coach Marcus Gorman for cooperating with us on our Eagle Insights. Always appreciate that. All the great fans of Bunker who came up and talked to me before the game today and the other day down at Bunker. We really appreciate all the compliments, but we think it's all because of them, because of their sponsorship. We're able to do that. And those sponsors are G&S Convenience and G&S Farm and Feed, our title sponsors for Bunker basketball. Also, City of Bunker, R&S Wood Products, Anytime Excavation, Healing Hands Chiropractic and Acupuncture, Can Oak out of Salem, Reynolds County Abstract, People's Community Bank, Woods Dairy, 72 Auto Supply, Farm Bureau Insurance, Willie Streeter Agent, and La Feta Mexican Restaurant. For Ben Mag at the station, my name is Stan Stevens. Heartbreaking loss for Bunker, losing it by 1. We will be Monday night up in Cuba to bring you Lady Tiger basketball. They take on the Sullivan Lady Eagles, and that game will be the first round for the Class 4 districts, and that will be on Monday night. So we hope you'll join us for that one. And don't forget Bunker tomorrow, 1 o'clock at the Bunker Gym. $6 admission if you want to check it out and be in person. Otherwise, check us out on Misha.tv, $15 and then 75 cents for the fee, or listen in on KSMO YouTube or KSMO Facebook page stream, and you get to listen in for free. I want to thank the great hospitality here at Sykeston. And again, we want to thank all of you for joining us on KSMO Media. Have a great weekend, and hope to hear and see you tomorrow at Bunker for the boys' game versus the Couch Indians. Until then, have a great evening. Good night from Sykeston.
Thank you for watching this broadcast of Bunker Eagle Sports. Tonight's game is only made possible by the City of Bunker, Canoke, Missouri, LLC, R&S Wood Products, Anytime Excavation, Healing Hands Chiropractic and Acupuncture, Reynolds County Abstract, People's Community Bank, Wood Dairy, 72 Auto and Supply, Farm Bureau Insurance, Willie Streeter Agent, and La Feta Mexican Restaurant. Thanks to these fine sponsors, we're able to bring you Bunker Eagle Sports right here on KSMO Media.